So
every single syllable was just like, ugh.
Quick north and that's it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm from the Midwest, sir.
There's a town in West Virginia called Big Ugly.
yeah, it's not surprising.
I love these facts so much.
Dude, there were legit 5 jokes running through my
Imagine
mind.
right down where you come from. Big Ugly. Yeah, that checks out. That ain't surprising at all.
Big, ugly West
Just look at
Virginia.
your ID. Are you the mayor?
Because, like, even, like, out of context, it's just like big, ugly West Virginia. It's like, hey, our state isn't that bad. It's like, no, I'm just saying a city. It's a place that exists.
Big ugly, comma, West Virginia. Oh, I would hate it.
Oh, legitimately.
Imagine you're a basketball star hailing from Big Ugly, West Virginia.
Nintendo absolutely knows about the internet Triton because like a couple months after the Bowsette thing happened, they changed the crown's description. It was just like, only Toadette can wear this crown. So it's just like, kill that noise. Martin Luther King Jr. earned a C in his public speaking class during his 2 semesters in seminary school.
Who is that teacher?
Who's the dude?
Okay, is it a white teacher? And is that the reason why?
Let me see. Let me go
Who
look
was
at
the
these.
dude that... Because you know you gotta wake up one day
They just go,
20 years
"Oh,
later.
That must change everything.
I gave him a motherfucking C.
He wrote the I Have a Dream speech in school. He's just like, why are you writing about dreams? Dreams are for children.
You'll never make it, Martin. This is trash.
Or does the dude wake up like, yeah, my C incentivized him to get better?
Y'all know I was his teacher.
Yeah.
And I told him that I was pushing him to do better.
Apply
But
yourself.
he was- oh my goodness.
You can go one or two ways with that way. Either A, I'm a fraud, or B, I'm inspiring people so hard that I inspired the civil rights movement. Just through my teaching.
It's just some like physicist teacher in like the 30s is like, oh man, look, I'm looking through all these old papers that I got, physics papers. Look at this D- I gave to this kid named Albert Einstein.
Oh, no, surely that can't be the same one.
Dude, imagine Stephen King in a creative writing class. Like, C- sir, your adjectives, I don't know what you're doing. A dog with rabies, what's up?
In Tupac in math class, the teacher just comes up, Tupac, what I tell you about writing raps in class?
You're not gonna make it with this. You need these numbers. Get some bucks in you. And then 4 years later, you gotta dance around to slip up. You want the club banging it.
You know I taught Sue Tupac.
Oh, dude, I would never sleep.
I'd be shaking.
The PS5 in a year has outsold the Wii U's lifetime sales.
Y'all leave the Wii U alone. He tried his best.
Hey, consumers did.
Accurate.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm for.
Early
Yes, it is.
adopter.
Exactly what we're going for.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, I will never forget that woman with all them Wii U's in the back of her car, thinking she was gonna flip them boys.
Oh, someone tried to do that near you guys?
No, it's a viral picture.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
You never seen it?
No.
Oh, dude, I'll look it up.
I think I've seen this.
It's unfortunate. Let's see what else we got. Well, actually.
Yep, all I had to look up was Wii U woman.
Wii U woman. Oh, this
yeah,
is gonna be
get
good.
some. Get some, y'all.
The Wii U woman.
No, I already got it now for you.
Oh, okay.
Where's it going?
He posted it in chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Scalper beautifully boned.
Oh, and those are like even. Ooh. There's probably like 2 per box in the boxes behind her too. Yikes.
That boy's in a back seat and everything.
Yeah, you can see him on the console. Dude, this is at least 10?
She's like, this is my retirement.
Yeah, she thought she was gonna flip these for double because remember the Wii was having supply issues, so this is the next console of the Wii, so why wouldn't I do it?
She didn't find it odd that she can buy in 15 of them?
Day one in the store.
Yeah, I was, because of like what the day I went through trying to get a Wii when it first came out, where I lucked the fuck out. By someone's generosity, which, where's that in this world? Hello, everyone! Welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 340. It's been a little bit. Didn't even know if we were going to have an episode this week, because I thought half of us would either be sick and or depressed. That's my one joke, BG.
No.
That's my one joke.
Half of us is sick and or depressed.
Well,
EA's not fully healthy. You're
Enough.
not fully healthy.
enough.
I wouldn't call what happened to me a sickness, though.
would you
What
classify
happened
it as?
then?
My voice just blew out.
What's the difference between an illness and what happened to you?
I'd say just like
Would you classify it as an affliction?
an affliction would be better because it was just really just my.
I mean,
my
like,
voice just wasn't working.
sick has
Not an
levels.
illness.
You can just have a
Yeah.
minor cold that's still being sick. It's just not enough to, like,
Sure.
debilitate you.
But
I wouldn't know what that's like,
I-
but, you know, I've heard that happens to people.
I had a cough and I had a very very dry throat and I didn't have a voice.
It honestly sounds like the cold that's been going around. I just don't think it affected you as hard.
Norovirus or whatever it is?
Maybe. Because I got
Not
it.
One of them strains.
It's like, my cold was a parting gift from my niece and my sister for Christmas. Yay. But it was just like, it hit me. It was like, literally, I got home from New Year's and it just hit me like a truck. And it was just kind of like a normalish cold, just felt like crap. And then it was that Saturday. I'm just like, I feel like I'm getting better. Should be good for the podcast. It's just nothing. I'm like, okay, this big ain't happening. I have no voice whatsoever. But the same thing
For me,
happened.
It was.
Go
It
ahead.
was me. My little brother was just like, "Hey, you got to move your car." And I was like, "Man, I don't want to. It's too cold out there." I was just like, "Good." And then the next day, it just went worse and worse. And then I think it was Friday. I woke up and it was poof. And I was like,
Well, I mean, if
"This
someone
is-"
wants to redeem the one sound alert, well, you'll hear what DA sounds like.
I was just about to play it, the one he had in a Discord. Because that's when it first started. Here you go.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
No stream today. My voice, as you can hear, is almost completely gone. So I can't.
And
I
it just
can't.
got
That's not
worse.
their. That is not their mic breaking up.
No.
That is his voice giving out mid
Yes.
word, mid syllable.
And
Absolutely.
that was at like 10 or 11, and the one I sent y'all was a couple hours later, and it had gotten that much worse.
You don't understand how much that made me laugh. I was
It's over for you.
I was in my house alone, replaying it, cackling.
Crazy. Insanity.
One of the funniest things I had heard from you in like months.
Insanity.
Speaking of cold that you mentioned, though, what is the temperature out by you guys right now?
Oh, it's about to
It is.
drop to the single digits
Oh,
in
What
the
is it?
negatives.
But what is
We're
it? What is it
17
right,
right
now?
now.
It's gonna
17.
be
Mike, what are you right now?
Right now, it's 22.
Go fuck all of you. Do you know how fucking cold it is right here? -7. Real feel -29.
Ooh.
Fuck all of you.
Yeah, that's gonna be us on
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's when I go back to work.
Get
Oh,
fucked.
no, that's when you go back to work.
Get
Mm.
Why
fucked.
couldn't it be tomorrow?
Get fucked.
Mm.
Tomorrow is a high of -4.
Woo.
Real feel of -32.
Beautiful.
I exist in the place where hell decided that it was actually going to
DA,
freeze over.
DA, real quick, just to interject, Rob, this is one of the folks that, quote, loves the cold, though.
I do.
Why is...
I do. I
But
like
what-
cold.
It's
I
odd
don't
when
like
that happens, huh?
Antarctic.
Yeah.
I don't like the
It's odd
Antarctic.
when that happens.
Yeah.
Out there. I'll be out there, boy.
Hmm.
I enjoy
You're getting
cold.
what you want.
Yeah,
I enjoy-
exactly.
Where's the
Cold.
complaint?
Not sub fucking zero. Not when it's 30 degrees below that zero. This sucks.
I don't know. I think you're just reaping what you sow,
No,
man.
Mike, I hope you get sick again.
Once it starts hitting those mid 80s, I start feeling uncomfortable. It's gotta hit like 12 or below before I'm like, this isn't
Mhm.
right.
Mm-hmm. Like my temp range is like 15 to 60 degrees. Anything in there, I'm fucking chill with.
Yeah, that sounds
When
great.
you get below zero, especially 30 fucking degrees below that,
Yeah.
that's when everything stops working.
Yeah, it'd be like our temp being like 111. Like, no, nobody wants that.
I just put on Snapchat for all of you who have me what my apartment looks like that faces the outside, my outside door, and my fucking heater unit. BG, if you have me on Snapchat, which I think you do, look at my story. The lining of my door has frozen over on the inside. My heating unit is covered in ice on the inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
legitimately see the ice inside of his door.
There's
No, that's nuts. So,
it's
My apartment,
Lord.
my apartment is thermogenically sealed. And that is still what's happening.
it is kind of crazy, just like you know, haha, jokes aside, like how much those levels of cold just like quite literally puts things to a halt. On the cruise that I went on, I met this person. She was an electrician in like way the fuck northern Canada, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't work for 6 months of the year." I'm like, "What?" She's like, it's literally too cold. I would die. So they just don't make us work for 6 months of the year. And it's just like, what if someone has a problem? They're like,
Get fucked.
I was like,
No,
okay.
that's
What do you want me to do about it?
That is literally it. The next 3 days, the office has already said, if anything has to be done outside, get fucked.
Mm.
It's just not going to happen. Because it's beyond human hospitable environment. Like, it is fucked.
Well,
We're
you
at
know.
the point now where, so when you go to -13 degrees is when most ice-soluble salts stop working.
Mm-hmm.
We're so deep in the negatives now that if anything is frozen, it's just not going to melt even if you salt it. It's over.
What about those little flame-throwing robot dogs?
Yeah, let's get those working.
I forgot about those.
Let's get
joke-
those rocking. Around
The
the
joke-
clock.
There.
The joke has been made that my company's like, shit, that might be a good idea to have around the office.
Invest.
No, it's not a good idea.
Then certain people also counterpointed, who'd control them? Good fucking point. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never
As a
mind.
man that just watched like 4 AI-based movies in the past 2 days, no, sir. You're good.
But what if they played TikToks now on a screen as they roasted you alive? Because now TikTok's back because it was gone for 8 hours.
It's funny because Biden was like, "Hey, this is a stunt," and then they took it down, and then, "Hey, Trump is working with us," and then they brought it back up, which does tell you that it's just a stunt.
Mm-hmm. This was always the way it was going to play out. I didn't know if it was going to be this soon. I thought it would come back day of his inauguration with him having made that deal. And now it's just even more clear that the Republicans made that deal, but couldn't actually understand that they should have built up the tension a little bit more. Because if it had come back day of inauguration, he would have looked even better. But the fact that it's
great. Because when you open the app, it said, "Hey, Trump's working with us," and it's just going to incentivize future voters to go, "Hey, whoever Trump endorses, that's who I'm with," because he brought back TikTok.
Hey, this year, that's going to be the thing. Yeah, sure, he kind of half nuked Canada, but hey, he brought back TikTok.
You know what? But it's hard to say that considering that people only see what happened in the last like 8 months of anything to recognize, hey, hold on. This is pretty bad. And if he's up in that final 8 months, I don't think an endorsement of him is going to help anybody. If he even survives, I got him dying this year. Yeah. Just of old age. Just of old age. Not an assassination or anything.
Okay.
He's just looking old and
in 5e. Got you.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Hey, Mike, the FBI's coming for your house because you're the one with the IP control here.
BG bets that.
Hey, Mike, they're changing your name to Mario just so they can have the court case. Luigi's down, and now it's Mario's turn. So, you know.
Who's the Italian here?
Yeah, but you're the one with the IP control. You're going bye-bye. His name ain't Luigi. Fuck it. His name is probably like some stupid other asshole name. They changed his name to make it fucking funny. For sure. You're about to become Mario Giannotti. Like, that's it. You're about to go bye-bye.
All right. Well, anyways, our hopefully back to weekly reminder. We'll see how long this goes.
I'll be sick again.
Lives matter. Stop Asian Nate. Get your. I seemingly was exposed to COVID, so we'll see.
There it is.
Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Get your vaccines and boosters. Wear your masks in crowded indoor places. Support Ukraine. Support LGBTQ rights. Support body autonomy. Pay your employees what they are worth. Use hand sanitizer. Fuck bullies. Fuck genocide. And be good to one another.
We have to like change that whole intro now with the new,
ceasefire.
Help.
Yeah.
Your weekly reminder. Help.
Oh my God.
All right.
Yeah, it's all bad.
So,
did you like how the reporter asked Biden at that fucking press release, "Who's taking credit for this, you or Trump?" And he just like
the slow turnaround of all three people.
And it's like, I am the president. Like, until it is over.
It's like, are you dumb? He's like, is that a joke? No. Okay. And he just turned and continued to walk away. Just like, you're a fucking moron.
What's funny is Kamala was too honest about her thoughts on Gaza and all that stuff because she didn't want a ceasefire. These are warmongering Democrats. Oh yeah. But if she would have lied and just been like, "I will work towards a ceasefire," she might have got in that bit because a lot of people were just like, "I didn't vote for her strictly because of her Gaza."
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't know Trump wasn't out loud like, "Yeah, I'm gonna let them keep bombing." So they were like, maybe he'll be better.
Kamala had a lot of problems when it came to her speaking point. She never really committed to it. For anybody who followed like the Hamilton musical, she just never actually clarified. She was totally an Aaron Burr. She spoke a lot, but said a lot of nothing. And that's the problem, is that she was just very open and not concrete on fucking anything. And Trump's just like, "I'll promise you that I'll give every human being on the planet a fish and a bottle of wine. You're all going to get it. Everyone gets fish and wine. Jesus is back. This is what's happening."
Except the Mexicans. Get them out of here.
No, we're going to annex them. They're going to be part of America. It's all going to be better. They're going to be American Mexicans now. They're going to be better. Just like American Canadians. They're all going to be better now. We're all going to make everybody better now. Greenland Americans. They're going to be better now.
I saw something just when all the Canada stuff was happening. Someone was like, what do you think if Canada became the 51st state? I'm like, first of all, that like just in general, like that there's a lot there that has to happen. 2, that state would be massive. One state of Canada?
It'd be the state of Alberta, the state of all
yeah,
those
you
fucking
split the province. You would split the provinces, but like someone's just like, if Canada in its whole was the 51st state.
But it's people are so fucking stupid.
Yes.
But here's the thing. So people in my sphere of industry are terrified because do you know who's our number one source of lumber
Canada.
in the country? Canada.
Mexico. Yeah.
No, it's fucking Canada. Canadian wood is our number one source of lumber. Wood. So what happens if these tariffs kick in from Canada, guys? How's housing market going to go?
How's anything gonna go? These tariffs are gonna completely destroy a lot of things.
The brunch
Mexican
market
imports?
is going to go skyrocket. Maple syrup.
Oh, dude.
That'll get the millennials. Why is brunch so expensive?
So also the fun part is a lot of things that we buy technology-wise that have to be manufactured are put together in Mexico. It still counts as made in USA because all of the parts came from there and it was it was just built in Mexico and then brought back across the border. That's now going to be subject to tariffs. So most of our home goods and appliances are also going to go up too. It's going to be great, guys. The fear coming from every zone of my sector. I keep getting emails like, "Hey, just letting you guys know, all this is happening. Here's how the costs are going to look." No,
the presidency hasn't even started yet, and there's so many problems.
Raw fear. Everyone's panicking. Everyone. Do you know what's happening with the ports right now? The ports are so backed up because every fucking importer is just sending ahead of time so they can keep their profit margins up. So we've got boats that are going to be sitting in the fucking port harbors because, hey, now technically they're here. They're not part for the tariffs. They're just going to be sitting there. You know how much shit's going to rot, break down, decay, and just fucking fall apart on these boats until things get actually put on a rail? So much. There's going to be so much waste happening. It's going to be crazy. It's obscene. Being where I'm at is just causing me no amount of entertainment. I'm just like, oh, here's another email. Cool. Cool. Sends that to my boss. I get we're fucked. yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Let's do like a teeny bit of good news before we get back to how the world's on fire. Quite literally, that's the next bad news.
Well, Mike, no. A third of it's on fire. 2/3 is frozen.
Yeah.
Climate change.
So last weekend, we didn't have a podcast, but was it 2 weeks ago? It was 2 weeks ago now. AGDQ, awesome games done quick, raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, raised $2,556,305, which was more than they made last year, or more than they raised last year. Basically, like, the in-person events are finally getting back to pre-COVID times, which is really cool. Had a friend who actually did a run, did very good. They had a bunch of random, crazy, stuff that they never tried before. Probably the most out there thing was they've been wanting to run Crazy Taxi for a long time now. The problem is that Crazy Taxi is Crazy Taxi is filled to the brim with copyrighted music, so it is just a DMCA nightmare. So to get around that, they just had a live punk band playing behind the runner and did a concert, and they would immediately stop playing the song once he finished the stage. So he's speedrunning a stage. It's just and then it's like done. Starting up, and then they go right back into it. It was really well. That's kind of like they could do that meme, but that would just be kind of boring. Instead, they literally had a concert, which is really cool. But yeah, raising money for a very good cause. Fuck cancer. Good stuff. All right, back to bad news. Yeah, basically. while we weren't podcasting, California, or LA more specifically, but went up in flames like bad. Quite a lot of people losing basically everything. Bunch of different people that I follow were affected. Yeah, climate change, people. It's real. It's happening. And just the then politicalizing of it in terms of just like, well, unless you apologize, this, or unless you do this, like, we're not gonna send aid. It's just like, dude, come the fuck on.
Yep. That's how that works.
Yeah. But yeah, just
and the insurance company's literally canceling everybody's insurance coverage because, hey, we won't be able to make a profit off this, so we're not going to cover this. But I've been paying into this for this exact reason. Yeah, we know. Get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And then but the governor
be anything but a scam.
No, it is a scam. It's always been a scam. But the governor of California signed a call it an executive order halting that from being allowed in the state of California under emergency action. So they have to pay out. Otherwise, the state of California will be suing the company, and then that will be a fucking instant loss. Mm-hmm. So I haven't followed up on how that's developing, but the last I saw was that he was enacting that. Now, how that plays out, I don't know, because we all understand that just because somebody says something doesn't mean that it's happening or will happen correctly, because that could probably get tied up in litigation and bureaucratic nonsense ad infinitum. So, I mean, at least somebody made the attempt to say, hey, no, fuck you. My people paid into this. You're going to help. I don't care about your fucking profit margin. You're going to pay to do the thing that you promised people that they paid you to protect them from will be paid out. So I'm sure those companies will probably try to countersue as well. But this is the state of the world right now. Everyone's just like, yeah, all these things we've promised forever, all these things that we said would get better, all these things that we said we'd protect you from, we're going to be the ones that actually fuck that all up now.
But what about Biden sliding everybody a cool $700?
Huh?
There you go.
Oh yeah, Biden signed an order to give all the people affected $700.
There you go. That's enough.
I hadn't heard that one.
Really.
I had not heard that one.
Super my generous.
God. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Biden.
It's the fucking COVID package all over again.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's the hurricane all over again.
You've got these people out there just price gouging in the area, trying to up rent, even though it's illegal. Like, people suck, dude.
Well, have you seen that because of these fires, a lot of landowners, the property value is basically gone now. So there's a lot of companies coming in and buying up all that land from these individual owners.
Which is, I don't see how that's allowed at all.
Private business. Hey, I see your land is currently valued at this. With the fire here, it's currently valued. It would be actually valued at this. We'll pay you twice that, which is still under what the original total value is. But you give it to us 100% control over this, and everything's great. Oh, thanks for signing. Here's the money. We got the land. We're going to build a house, and now it's the same house that was there, but now it's going to be 4 times the cost. That is how you flip land. It happens every time there's a hurricane. It happens every time there's a tornado. Every single time land is devalued, some big fucking individual, whether it be a company or a person who has too much money, buys it up and then increases its value for no reason and just makes a fucking more boatload of money off of it. It's capitalism at its finest, really.
Like, yeah, I mean, are we at the Jetsons year yet?
Oh, we passed that.
Passed it.
Oh, yeah.
Way past.
Remember when we thought we would have? Oh, okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Jetsons was like 2010.
I thought it was just 21st century.
Jetsons
which we're technically not done with.
That's 2062. No, we're not there yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was 2010.
No.
It's the 21st century. That's all I remember from them, which could encapsulate a lot. We're not going to get flying cars in 40 years.
We got about 13 years before Detroit become human, so sex robots.
Oh, I was thinking of George Jetson's.
Yeah, we're close to
birthday.
that.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, okay, that makes sense.
George Jetson was born in 2022. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, nowhere near flying cars.
I mean, we easily could. See, here's the thing: if everything goes really, really, really fucking bad in the next 5 years, and then everything gets thrown back together because, hey, once things are wrecked down, either we end the race, or we eventually have some people that come together and fix it, and everybody comes together. And in the outcome where everybody gets put back together in one big geopolitical climate of world government, if there's no separation of, scientific research and powers, we could easily have flying cars in 2060 if we no longer had separation of like all these espionage powers and all that fucking failure spy bullshit, and then we could just focus on, hey, I want a fucking fuel cell that will last 100 years with no pollution aspect. You give every one of the best scientists in the world free reign to just, fucking go for it. 100 years from now, fuck it. We have flying cars. Easy. It could be done. Everything is possible. It's just not probable. And that's the problem. Because we could. Generally, the research is there. What's the word I'm looking for? Not carbon. There's another fuel cell that is heavily hydrogen. Yeah. That can be perfected pretty quickly, and that could be very useful. But because the oil industry keeps shitting all over, clean energy research, we never get that kind of stuff. Again, things have to either completely get wiped out or just burned down and rebuilt. That's where we're getting to, because everything that could be making our world better keeps getting halted by the people who just want to make a buck. We've been that way for the past 70 years.
Who want to make a buck now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Immediate profit margin. Not long term, because long term I might be dead tomorrow. It doesn't matter. But today I would make that 200 million off of this 1 square foot of land I own.
All right.
Go on forever.
Back to positive. Y'all see that
Just
Daredevil
positive?
trailer? Y'all see that Daredevil trailer?
I
have crumbs of positive, man. I'm trying to find them.
I am hopeful that show will be good.
It from what that trailer showed me, what Disney did was
Foggy?
like,
Where was Foggy?
he's in the trailer. Him and Karen.
I don't remember seeing Foggy.
They were walking hand in hand with Matt.
Yeah.
Or arm in arm.
He's like, it's like when him and Kingpin in the beginning. It's like seems like you've meant like you've gone up in the world. They're walking down the street together.
Him?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that is the only scene he's in. Right.
But
so I'm sure he's dying then.
They brought.
I'm sure Karen and him die.
They brought back.
Karen survives.
They've shown nothing from either one of them.
I think Karen survives. I think they kill Foggy, and I think something happens to Karen, and that's why Frank Castle comes back.
But they're bringing back everybody. They're just like, this was a good thing. Let's not change it. Give them more of what was. The violence is there. The characters are all coming back. They're even bringing back Bullseye.
That's a good call. That is a very good call in my book, because that guy was a great actor. That role was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But I have heard about what the original blueprint was for the show as well. I was doing some reading. Apparently they were going to make him more comic accurate, with him making more jokes and being comical. And they were also looking to bring back Jessica Jones and have her flying around and being part of Daredevil's whole thing. And I think that would have been the infinitely worst series. So I think they did this right, keeping things grounded without powers being a part of it, which is one of the best parts of Daredevil.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, when
they brought Echo in, I didn't.
It truly looks like season 4. And that's
I'm excited.
I'm very happy about that.
I'm also hopeful he does not wear the yellow outfit much. I hate that outfit so much. Hope they stick with the red or they go with the.
I mean,
black one,
it showed
the black one too.
Yeah, it was like it showed all of them. But yeah, it looks. I rewatched the trailer a bunch, and just again, anytime Vincent D'Onofrio and it's Charlie.
Charlie Cox.
Charlie Cox. Whenever they have a scene together, no matter what, just them talking in that diner in that trailer is just like, give me that. Give me all of that. So I am very excited for the show.
Yeah, it'll be good. For sure.
Another small little tidbit. Shock, Jim Carrey is open to returning as Robotnik for Sonic 4.
As a surprise to literally no one.
Who could have seen that coming?
Loves that role.
Speaking,
dude, it's his exact shtick. Like, that is Ace Ventura, but actual blockbuster.
Speaking of that, would you like the DA? Would you like a box office number update?
Yes.
Has anyone seen Mufasa?
Nope.
Oh,
dude, how bad is it?
did you watch it illegally?
Yes.
Okay.
How bad is it? Because I've heard nothing but bad. Yep, that's what I heard.
I really like this movie.
Oh.
I think it's a pretty good movie.
Okay,
It is a 7 out of 10.
that's
It is a
fine.
movie that I really like.
7 out of 10 for Lion King is not good.
It is.
For a prequel to Lion King,
It's-
of the live action Lion King, the live action was like a
Yes.
3, dude.
There
It was a terrible movie.
3 big things wrong with it. Number 1, it's prequel. It's got the prequel trappings.
Yep.
When I walked in, I was just like, just please don't do 2 things. Don't do the pause into the pause, long live the king, and don't say be prepared. Just don't do those 2 things.
They did both of them, didn't they?
They did one of them twice. But they did it well the second time. Because the first time that they meet each other, Simba's trying to get out of the water. And he
Mufasa.
does it there.
Simba?
Mufasa, sorry. Mufasa does it, and then he does the claws there. And then later in the movie, it is I could let you drown. Claws in, and he stares at him for a second, and then he lets him out. And it was just like, okay. So that was my number 1 thing. It's a prequel. There's a lot of just like, hey, that's where he gets the stick. And I'm like, I don't care where he got the stick. Why do we need to know where you got the stick from? Number 2, Timon and Pumbaa are just not funny, and they're just in it a lot.
Well, I did not understand why they were there to begin with.
Because people think that they think that they're funny, and that's what the people want, I guess. And the last thing is, there is not a clear enough, this is why he's so pissed about Mufasa. It is just, they're cool, bam! And then he's just kind of salty, and near the end of the movie, he's just still just a little salty, and I don't get he wants to kill him. Other than that, it is a pretty good movie that all but one of the songs I really like.
Is it the brother one?
No, that's actually a good song.
Oh.
It's the first song that I don't like, and I was just like, man. And then that came, I was just like, goodness. And then it just kept going. And I was just like, this is a good song. Yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
I've heard the opposite. I've heard the music does not hold up. I've heard that the cinematography is nice, but still not enough for this to be worth it.
I can understand people going, the music is not good when you compare it to the classic Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
This seems more just like music as opposed to music. Well, it's more musical movies and not like musical music as opposed to Disney musical music. It's got a very particular style to it. A lot of like layering and singing over each other. Sort of like the old row your boat, and then somebody comes in the second chorus and starts to row your boat, and they do that a couple times. And it's not, Disney doesn't really do that, and there's like 3 songs that do that.
If you're used to the trappings of Manuel, because he also did Encanto, And that was one of my problems with the console, that it was very, hey, we know we're singing this.
Yeah.
Let's sing this.
And there's one song with 5 people, and at a certain point they're all doing it. And I was just like, pull it back, pull it back. But yeah, no. What was the second thing that you said? The music, the
Cinematography.
They do this weird thing where they just put the sort of, imagine there's a camera. They put it in the animal's face, and then they're running, and it's just stuck on their face. It's not really moving other than shaking, and it's just moving. I'm just like, they did it like 4 or 5 times, and I do not understand that.
They did
It's
the
just not a
selfie
good,
GoPro.
very good.
The
Yes.
selfie GoPro.
Yes, that's exactly. And they did it a couple times.
I hate
the
that.
expressions, they fixed it.
Yeah, I saw that in the trailer that they were doing better.
It is so much better. They do almost a recreation of the Simba zoom in, Mufasa dying, and you just go, I understand what they are trying to convey.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super cartoony, but it's there enough to be like, I get it.
My whole thing with this Mufasa thing was I started to get worried strictly because online there was a big Sonic versus Mufasa groups, and it wasn't.
There will be. There will always be.
And it wasn't so much like, oh, they're just gonna push it past that extra 200 million. But people that I saw it once, twice, that are in that camp might go see it a 3rd or 4th time, and it might give them an extra like 30 to 40 million.
Mhm.
Nothing extravagant, just enough to like push it over that edge. I no longer worry about that.
So
the tribalism is always something I'm just like, shut up.
Yeah, but the tribalism could have affected my bet, and that's the only reason I cared about it.
So, which is this is innocuous to the actual bet, but Sonic right now is sitting at 422 million, which almost half $1 billion for Sonic 3, not too shabby. DA, do you know what Mufasa's at right now?
Yes, of course I do. I have to keep up with it. You think I'm just blind to this?
I don't know if you just want to be in ignorant bliss until you figure it out. It is just shy right now of 600 million worldwide.
It's over. It's over.
It's likely coming out early February to digital, and then March-ish for Disney Plus. I don't see it making another 200 million.
No.
And we have February 22nd is the cutoff, so we still got a month, but
No.
I don't see it.
There's literally no way.
No. Don't even worry.
So is the bet over?
Space,
You calling it?
space.
Are we calling it?
no, we set a date. We gotta wait till the date.
I mean, it's
Well,
up
no.
to DA.
We set a date, but we also said if before then it's looking hopeless, they can call it.
A miracle could happen.
Yep.
I don't.
Oscar buzz could start. Hey, this is
Okay.
not a meme. I recommend this movie. Watch it illegally if you want to. It's a pretty good movie.
No.
Okay.
No interest.
All right.
I was never a huge Lion King fan. I enjoyed the
Crazy.
original.
Crazy bars.
I enjoyed the original. The favorite part for me was Be Prepared. And then when the live action fucked that up completely, I lost all interest in the live action movies in general. And the more I see of the second one, the more I hear about this prequel, the less interested I really am. Because if the music doesn't even hold up that much compared to what I've already seen, I have no interest.
Well, like I said, it's a different type of music, so you might like this type of music if you're just going, I don't like this type of music, you might like this
I've given a few of the songs a listen on a friend's request. I don't know what they are off the top of my head. I would just play them and listen to them via my headphones, and I don't remember.
I think they're all insanely context heavy, and within the movie you'll probably.
So maybe I will watch it with friends online at some point if there is an interest.
Asterisk.
That's how I watched the first one. I refused to see that in theaters because I was not going to pay a full ticket price for it. But a friend was like, let's stream it. And I'm like, okay. And we watched it and I fucking hated it. Like it went from like, I'm not a fan to fuck this movie when Be Prepared was dog shit.
Be prepared.
Favorite part of the original movie. Favorite fucking song and scene. And it sucked. So I was like, nah, we're done here.
Okay. Going to a little bit of gaming news. Did you guys see it feels wrong to call it a prank just because I have no idea if this ever got rectified, but the googly eyes? So apparently, somehow, some way, a bunch of people took a bunch of Nintendo Switch games, opened them, stole the game cartridge, inside of it, put a little like plastic piece around where the the game actually goes, so that if you were to like somehow crack open and look at it, you would see what you would thought is the game cartridge. But then when you opened it, you realized it was just a rim around that plastic piece, and then there's two googly eyes where the cartridge was. Like a widespread issue, especially for kids on Christmas that were opening up their new Nintendo Switch game.
Yikes.
And just seeing googly eyes.
Damn.
How did they do that?
Just people being assholes.
No, I'm saying
Where
how
there's
did
a
they
will,
do
there's
that?
a will, there's a way.
You could, and then you could reseal them. People have done reseal stuff all the time, like trading cards and stuff too. So yeah, that was a widespread thing that happened. Here, I'll just post the article into the Discord. Oh wait, I can't. I'll do it over here. But yeah, that I feel like some people have like done pranks like that, but then like it's usually the parent pranking the kid, but then they give the console or give the game or what have you afterwards. But like, and I don't know if like Nintendo is just like sending new copies of these games, but that sucks hard.
If it's not their problem, they will not address it, and you know that for a fact.
Yeah, because how could you prove it? Because I could just go in my room, grab a copy of whatever Switch game I got, put some googly eyes in, and be like, "Hey, yo, Nintendo, what's up?"
True.
They will not care.
Here we go. Paste that there, and then I'll
I will. I just not.
Well, obviously,
watch Mufasa. Watch Mufasa.
The best and worst.
Yeah, I just want
Yeah.
you know how it goes.
yeah, that's what it looked like. So they put this plastic piece around it just to make it look like there was a game inside if you were to somehow crack it open, but then there was just a googly eye.
No.
Uber malicious. Just haven't heard anything really since. But we also got word that Assassin's Creed Shadow has been delayed again. But
This game is gonna be a fucking absolute fuck up.
Which like
it sounds like they changed a little bit of the system, so it's not necessarily, this is just a rumor. It's not you go to a tower, you activate it, and you see all the icons. Instead, you have to run around the map, and the icons automatically pop up now. So they're trying to make it more exploration based, as opposed to a collective on, hey, here, do this, and blah blah blah. Which I could see being okay.
Yeah, the more that's come out for this game, the less excited I've become. Like, I've been craving a Japanese set Assassin's Creed since game 2. Like, after we had Italy, I was like, okay, bring me Japan. This is gonna be great. But the more I see, the less I'm like, I can't say I'm excited.
I'm still pretty excited. It's one of the things where again, for me, I'm a-okay if it's like, if you're gonna delay a game, delay it. Make it a more like perfect product.
Ubisoft doesn't have a good record right now.
They
but that's
delayed this strictly because of what happened with Star Wars Outlaws, because it was broken and they got a bad PR hit, and they know they can't take another one of those hits.
If this fucking game rolls out bad, they will have lost all good fucking faith from their fan base.
Absolutely.
I can't justify it, man. Like I
just played some of Mirage. I just realized I just don't like Ubisoft games these days. So it would have to blow my socks off.
They're not fun. And that's the thing is, I enjoyed Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The new system for in Odyssey worked, and it was fun. I enjoyed the Greek game a lot. I also enjoyed Origins a lot. I have not finished Valhalla. I got so fucking bored about a third of the way into the actual plot of that game. I have not picked it back up. I could not bring myself to finish an Assassin's Creed game. That should tell you something. It got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to be hitting this one attack key for the next hour on this boss, roll every 5 seconds, and that's it. I'm sorry, everyone. When everything's a fucking damage sponge, I'm playing an MMO. I'm not playing Assassin's Creed, which is why they made Mirage, because they realized, well, maybe we should get back to the formula. If Shadows does not make me feel the excitement of stealth and assassination gameplay that I enjoyed in 1, that I loved in 2, that I adored in Brotherhood. Because, I mean, I want Black Flag, but obviously not Black Flag. I want that back. I want that feeling back. I want the atmosphere to be back. I want the world to be back.
We have the perfect game for you, Ralph, called Skull and Bones. As you
see, a terrible game.
Sure you do, Mike.
Oh, but there's a Black Flag remake coming out soon. It's supposed to drop either this year or next year.
What?
Yeah.
Are we talking like Are we talking a remake or an HD?
I heard remake.
Boy, if they remake Black Flag, I will, honest to God, lose my fucking shit. Remake 2025 release. Boy, don't fuck with me with this.
More than just a graphical update.
Several Assassin's Creed remakes.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I'm about to be fucked up. If this is just an HD remaster but true to form remake, boy, I'm in. Fucking in. As a fucking Black Flag is probably my all-time favorite next to 2. Like 2 and Black Flag are equivalent.
Black Flag was the multiplayer alone.
Dude, if it's got the multiplayer, we're streaming it.
I don't think it will.
Oh, dude.
They won't, but boy, man.
It's so much less complicated doing it back in the day. But man, I would, my heart would explode.
We are in there. Oh, dude, don't fuck with me with this. If this drops, if they drop this, the report claims that the remake will feature new systems with combat and ecosystems around wildlife specifically meant. Boy, if they're just gonna give me.
I'm shocked you didn't know about this.
I've not heard a whisper, homeboy. I'm fucking freaking out.
Unknown asks if you're okay, DA.
About 80%.
All right.
You heard that, boy.
And then me. Yeah, Ubisoft sucks. If they fuck this up, I'm out. And I didn't even beat Valhalla. To yo, remake? What's up? I'm in.
Yeah, I was intently reading the remake rumors.
Yeah.
That gamer lean.
You fucking know it.
Other gaming news. We had a cool little bit of news in terms of a company treating their employees right. So Shift Up, they are the people who made Stellar Blade. Basically, due to the game's success, every single person in the company was gifted a PS5 Pro and then a very large cash bonus. Basically, everyone walked into the office, and in everyone's seat was a PlayStation 5 Pro just sitting there for them. It's really fucking cool. I'd like it when employees or employers actually treat their workers good. So a good bit of news to hear. Tencent, who is one of the own, I believe they also have a partial stake in Ubisoft, if I'm not mistaken.
Tencent, yeah. Tencent has a stake in like a bunch of things, Epic, all types.
Yeah, a bunch of different gaming companies, what have you. It has now been labeled a Chinese military corporation by the U.S. government.
TikTok all over again. Except if this one goes through and they're just like, we're gonna pull out of the US, you're gonna see some monsters come out.
Mm-hmm. So
the Gooners will not be happy.
So yeah, that obviously Tencent is trying to fight that in court. We'll see how that goes. And then the last little bit of gaming news is the Switch 2. The leaks up until this week were it was just a bombardment. Just left and right. My favorite thing was CES happened, which is the Consumer Electronic Showcase, I think.
Yep.
And there's this third-party company called Genki, where they had they basically make third-party accessories and what have you for different gaming consoles, and they had a Nintendo Switch 2 mock-up at their booth, and they were like, "This is the this is the mock-up. This is what it looks like. This is the size. This is what have you," and they were like bragging about it and what have you, and that was like day one. The next day, 2 Nintendo lawyers came to their booth, and then they walked back their claims for whatever reason, just for some reason, nothing at all. But the interesting thing was,
has come for me.
Yeah. But the thing is too is like Nintendo never said it was false. They just said it was unofficial. And lo and behold, this past Thursday, which you can definitely tell they did not want to do this. There was no even little hint of a word that they were gonna reveal something.
Hey.
Official word, I should say.
Okay, I was about to say because leakers were
Sorry,
for
no
the past week going, hey,
no
Thursday, look out.
Yeah, no official word. And yeah, it was just like you had the leakers, and then there was official publications that were like, something's coming Thursday. But then there was nothing. Usually it's around 8:30-ish Eastern time the day before Nintendo will say tune in for this at this time for a special direct or special announcement. Nothing. Thursday morning, little 2-minute video. Nintendo Switch 2. More news in April.
But here's the thing: you say they obviously didn't want to do this, and because they would have put out a little blurb, "Hey, get ready for an announcement, such and such date." But leakers knew 4 or 5 days before, so they could have absolutely dropped a "Be tuned on Thursday for Nintendo news." This seems like a shadow drop for the hype, and then the other reason I think they dropped it this way instead of an actual direct, or announcing it this early, is so that partners can go, "Hey, our game coming up will be available for Switch 2," instead of, "Hey, the new Nintendo console," or whatever, or not even mentioning the new Nintendo console, and then retroactively having to go, "Yeah, it's also for the Switch 2. Yeah, it's also coming out for that."
The only counterpoint though is that there's a lot of insider sources that are Nintendo is pissed right now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Nintendo. I'm sure this isn't 100% how they wanted to do it. But I also think they would have announced it early before. I don't think they would have waited until April for direct. They clearly wanted to wait till after Christmas to announce it because they still Switch sales.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, maybe they put out this video in February instead of January. But for the most part, I think it was gonna be roughly the same type of thing.
But yeah, in terms of like the stuff that they showed off, at least in the little vignette, one, the like rumor that you can probably use your Joy-Con as a mouse, all but confirmed basically in the trailer in terms of it like going around. Which the thing that like I first thought of when I saw that was you can potentially have the best of both worlds for first-person shooters. You can have the mouse for point-and-click aiming, and then your movement on the left analog stick. And I'm curious how that would go. And if it actually ends up being good, I feel like it would be the funniest thing that the optimal first-person shooter experience would be on a Nintendo console. That would be very funny.
Yeah, I don't know how you would click the buttons there. It'd be
Again,
the placement would be weird.
Again, I'm not saying it would be, but if it ended up being a way that works and was comfortable, and then you get the precision aiming of a mouse, but the like nice feel and movement of a controller as well, that would be very funny. That's all I'm saying. Like the kid-friendly console, it's like, this is your one-stop shop for Call of Duty now. Nintendo Switch 2.
It would be funny.
A couple of things that other people were noticing was there's like a new, like, either on the controllers, I forget, or if it's on the Switch itself, but there's like basically a dedicated microphone on the Switch, and a lot of people are thinking that the new button that nobody knows what it's going to do yet. Most people were thinking it's like the social network button, but if there is a built-in microphone into the console, you need a way to easily mute. That isn't like through a menu, so people were thinking just that's going to be a mute button as well for the microphone stuff. We got a glimpse of the new Mario Kart. MK9. VG, are you excited? MK9! Yeah, let's go!
I knew this day would come.
But,
Nintendo has come for me.
But the things that are, I mean, obviously graphics overhaul, they're using the like movie model of DK, which honestly I think looks very dopey and fun. You don't like it? Not a fan?
It's not that I'm not a fan. It's just that you've had this rare model for so long, and to just go back like that, it's just you've had this longer than you've had that, and I would prefer the old one for consistency's sake.
Okay. And then the other thing is just from the overhead view of the starting line, 24 racers, so you'll have like a multiplayer lobbies of 24 plus and what have you. But beyond that,
the 24th place, that is just pure and simple roll.
or if you're in 24th, you just get all the broken items. It's just like you have like 3 items instead of 2, and they're all blue shells. Just chuck them from the back. And then basically everything else is at the very least that isn't like directly spec based is magnetic Joy-Cons. It's a bit bigger, and what have you. I just found it interesting, the discourse from all the leaks before where people were like, it's only going to be as strong as a PS4 Pro. It's like, okay. First of all, a lot of people, and this is like a very fair statement, people were putting up screenshots next to each other, and it's just like, one of these is a PS4 Pro and one of these is a PS5. Which one is which? And both, we're getting to the point where graphic fidelity is, you're going to get way less return of investment, each console generation. So
at this point, it needs to be like physics-based computation,
exactly,
lighting, those types of things.
Mm-hmm.
We're good as I would be, because I was playing. I don't know why I got an itch to play through the Tomb Raider trilogy, and I would be fine with slightly better Rise of the Tomb Raider graphics for the rest of my life. I'm good there.
And just like, and Nintendo's been a big thing too. Just like, and that's, yeah, exactly. I mean, it was like realistic graphics. And that, like, a lot of that was like realistic graphic stuff. So you give that graphic fidelity to the like different art directions that Nintendo likes to go in for their mainline series. It's gonna look great. we saw that trailer for Metroid Prime 4. It looked great. Now it's going to be on PS4 Pro level hardware. That's awesome. And it's like that portion. It's like I just saw the discourse around that. I'm just like, and it's just again, people are trying to think they're going to put a PS5 into a Nintendo Switch size package. It's like, okay, you're willing to spend $800 on a Nintendo Switch, huh? Because that's what it's going to cost to make that technology that small.
Well, I mean, we're already hearing the PS5 is in its final days anyway. The PS6 is going to be the thing that comes out soon enough. So who knows what that's going to look like anyway?
Well, we just got the Pro last year, right? Wasn't that just last year?
From what last I was hearing, the PS5 was in its final life cycle.
I'm not sure. Xbox just is in general, I can see.
PlayStation 5, Sony's flagship gaming technology, set to enter its final life cycle at the start of the fiscal year of 2024. So yeah, it's already in its final year.
Okay.
The PS6 is already set to be dropping within the next year and a half.
Yeah, I think it drops 2026 around November. That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Xbox does console wise. I think they
I just get, because they said this year they're trying to move Halo onto Nintendo Switch 2 and PlayStation both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So at that point, my ideal. I'm sorry, Xbox lovers. My ideal would be they go full software and they sell Xbox Live as the online package for the other console makers, for Nintendo, for Sony. Including games with gold, all that stuff. Again, my ideal, not going to happen, but
not even Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo wouldn't do it. They're not going to get as much revenue from those online subscriptions.
Yeah.
They want that.
I just want Nintendo to have good internet.
Yeah.
Give me good
Nintendo,
internet.
I can actually see, because how much is Nintendo for a year? $60?
No. 20
what?
For the basic one, I think it's only 24.
Fuck with the internet though. Okay. Nintendo does not want to fuck with the internet, so I can see it. They do not understand. I can see
them adopting Xbox, get the Xbox $60. They basically still be getting their same rough cut, but they'd have good internet.
Nintendo Switch Online annual membership is $20 a year for the basic package. Let me see.
Yeah, do it $55, $60. They'd still roughly be getting their same cut. I can see that.
It's $50 for the expansion pass.
It seems like the PS6 has already been leaked, and
there's been some notes on it already. I've seen it.
Yeah, it sounds like they're going to be announcing / showcasing it later towards the end of 2025 with a release schedule of 2020, either late 2026 or early 2027.
I don't see it late 2025. It cuts into holiday sales.
Mm-hmm.
No, not release.
No. Even if you announce it, people are going to go, I'm going to start saving for the PS6. Why would I buy a PS5 now? Well,
Sony has said multiple times already that the PS5 has failed to meet expectations. They're done with it. They're done with it. That's how we got that it's already at the end of its life cycle. The president has said in board meetings, and that's how we got here. That
I know games have, because of their former president, which was
they're saying console sales
into live, and they canceled like 4 of them.
The God of War one gone.
Yeah, the Spider-Man one that looked kind of cool is gone.
Yeah, no, they've said that it's failed to meet expectations. They're not happy with it. They're done. That's why they're saying it's already at its end.
If it's for the most part been above the PS4 launch aligned, I don't see how that makes sense.
So here, literally reporting Game Informer, Sony expects that the PS5 sales to decline throughout 2025.
Well, we're 5th year in. That's what happens with every console.
But that's not saying that the overall console life cycle was a success or failure.
Yeah.
Just that sales are going to decline.
I think they save any announcements for like March-ish. and then start wrapping up towards that November, October launch. Because no why would you announce a thing in December if you still want people to buy your current thing?
Oh, yeah,
Because
here it
that's
is.
when people.
Sorry, just I found the number. So Sony expected to sell 25 million PS5s as of March 31st, 2024. By that date, they'd only sold 21 million copies. So they have adjusted their forecasting to adjust for that variable. They have not met their target.
Okay, so they didn't meet it for that fiscal year.
And they have not hit it once since release.
I wonder how much scalpers and
Yeah, that's
people's
Part of it was
lack of
Well, think about
availability played into that.
how hard. Yeah, that was the big thing, was you couldn't get one for. I remember their little like online lottery for the PlayStation.com or what have you, where I had, how many computers do I have in this house, including my phone? Because it was IP based, where you would get a random place in line. So it was like this computer, the gaming computer. I have another computer over there. My laptop. I may have used the work laptop. I don't remember. My phone. I'm just like, I'm gonna get
Sony
one.
has continued to revise its forecasting downward after PS5 sales failed.
So what
during
happened
the crucial
on that
2023 quarter.
2024? Yeah, during that 2024, they set
And
an
2023.
ambitious target. Like people were like, "Hey, that target is kind of ooh," and they still said it. It's no different from me from when Tomb Raider, the first Tomb Raider, sold like 7 million copies, and Square Enix was like, "Oh, it failed to meet expectations." Well, your expectations are goofy.
Well, that's the problem, is that a lot of these companies will just set a non-number, essentially just being like, well, this is what we forecast it to hit because of this other metric that means absolutely nothing, and it's more hope than actual statistic. And then when they go, how come we didn't sell these? And then somebody in Mike's chair will sit and go, well, we only made like 2 million units. How are we going to sell 5 million units? And they go, that doesn't make any sense. We should have sold 5 million. We only made 2 million units. How are we going to sell the other 3? And they go, that doesn't make sense. We're not hitting our fiscal numbers. We're laying off half the company. That's how that shit plays out. Some fucking dumbass executive who has no fucking comprehension of what forecasting actually is, doesn't talk to an actual business analyst, and just says, hey, we can fucking hit this number, guys. We can make X dollars. That's how this is going to play. We could do it because the PS2 sold all of this at the same exact time. So let's fucking ramp that up because of the name recognition that we can hit here. And everybody goes, no, we can't. And then they produce like a third less than they actually need to sell those numbers. And they go, I can't understand why we didn't hit those numbers, guys. What did we do wrong?
Math!
We didn't make enough.
Math!
Read your fucking documents that are sent to you. No, why read? Where's my camera going?
Where's my camera? The Switch.
But
2
that's
looks
the
like
reality of it. I see that shit every day. And everyone's like, well, can you explain to me why we didn't sell all these units? Yeah, motherfucker, we didn't buy enough to sell those many fucking units. What do you expect? Whatever.
Ralph, I feel like you're projecting a little bit.
No, yes.
This clearly doesn't happen.
Yes, I am, because I live that life. It's just like, shut the fuck up. Respectfully, fuck off. That's not how that works.
Mario Talaga 2 and 64. Where's my camera going? But I don't think the Switch 2 looks like the Steam Deck, really. It just looks like a bigger Switch.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Now, the bigger question, is drift fixed?
No.
I don't know, man. A portion of that trailer was they were focusing on that analog stick, and it's like, it turns real good.
Don't worry about it.
Dude, I have drift on this stupid, not stupid, but like the fancy Xbox controller. I'm pissed.
The Elite.
Yes.
Yeah, I got drift on my PS5 controller. It finally happened. I'm just like, I had to get a special who gives a Xbox controller for my PC. It's a knockoff Xbox controller.
Beautiful.
And I was like, I'll take that. I don't care. And it works great. And I look specifically for anti-drift sticks.
There's like I've been playing a lot of Power World recently, and it's like I'll like be just I'll just be scrolling. I'll just be scrolling, and like it'll be like a menu over here, but then there's a sub menu over here, and if I'm like scrolling down over here, if I were to go to the left one, it automatically starts me at the top of this list of like all these pals, and the drift is slightly to the left, so I'll just be like down, 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 boop, like. Start again.
You don't have that problem with keyboard and mouse. This is why it's superior. You should never use a controller. It's fine.
But
yeah, no.
I'm hoping
Mike's
Chris is
entire
done.
purpose in Pal World recently has been one thing, and you guys should be proud of him. He's just entirely focused on breeding.
Yep.
That is all he does.
Mhm.
Is he breeds.
Boy, there was a joke there, and I let it go.
Mhm.
Just smooth sailing.
I was
Stays
hoping
there.
I was hoping you'd
Go.
make the joke.
But
Move along.
yeah. But yeah, the last thing second to last thing is in the movies, but you know, a lot of people in the film industry will blame everything about why their movie failed except themselves and decisions that they made.
Absolutely.
The Flash director, Andy Muschietti, has said his DC Extended Universe film failed at the box office because, quote, a lot of people just don't care about the Flash as a character.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Whatever.
People hate the Flash. You know, there's
I don't like
there's
Flash.
that really popular
They're not
TV
good
show.
about that.
Everyone hates him.
Not a lot of people like Aquaman. That's why my movie failed.
Hey, yeah, Aquaman's a f***ing joke before that movie, and then it went on to make $1 billion. It's one of like
Yep.
5 solo superhero
Yeah.
movies that made $1 billion.
Yeah.
It's your version of the Flash that sucked. Nobody want, and it was a maligned shoot. Ezra, they suck.
Mm-hmm.
So they had all that controversy surrounding them.
I'd argue that's the biggest problem. Was Ezra.
Like, what are we supposed to do here?
The movie also sucked.
No,
Mike.
it's not just Ezra.
The movie also sucked.
I'm just saying
Yeah,
it was maligned from the start because of them.
Mm.
Like
So, yeah,
there was
wasn't it
bad
also-
blood going into it. There wasn't even a chance for.
We knew what the start misalignment, Mike. We knew what you meant.
But why couldn't it also just be they don't like this version or my version of the Flash? Because that version of the Flash
gives
is just
you-
not very.
That gives
good. It's
you
annoying.
personal. Hey, I'm at fault here, and that's
It
what
could
they want.
be. I was given this version of the Flash, and people clearly aren't gelling with this version. They want a more jokey as opposed to a more awkward. That could have been it.
No, because that would have meant you understood Flash and the appeal of him, as opposed to going, "Hey, the entirety of Flash sucks." So clearly, I couldn't do nothing.
But yeah, I still have not seen that movie.
Really,
I have not.
I got it
no.
on Plex.
Okay, maybe.
The Flash? You haven't seen, you're saying?
Yep.
There's no hope for you watching Mufasa if you ain't watching the Flash. Movie came out 8 years ago.
It's a bad movie.
Movie.
It's a very bad movie.
And yeah, the last thing I had, which we already kind of talked about, but the whole TikTok thing.
Yeah.
Which honestly, just the lead up into it, where was it Red Note, I believe, is the Chinese
Yep.
app,
Yeah.
where just everybody was going to that, people learning Mandarin,
They wanted it.
just people, it's like the Chinese people in it were just like, look at all these refugees coming over, just people talking to each other, trying to cross cultural bounds. It's
It's funny
fascinating.
that they would rather go to another Chinese app, like something they can't really even understand, than try an American app that does some of the
Is
same
it
stuff.
Pure
even
spite.
all that? It's just
Pure spite.
quick little. I don't understand.
It is literally the perfect. Our attention span has been destroyed.
Absolutely.
So the algorithm is made specifically catered to you.
I just don't.
So
understand.
you will, no matter what, if you're watching, hey, this has been 15 seconds. My brain is fried. I want to see the next. Oh, it's the next thing, and this is also interesting. It's literally that.
Yep. Constant
No,
tiny
because
hits
you
of
can
dopamine.
sit down and watch a movie. That's why you don't understand.
Like Mufasa.
I ain't say all that.
In theaters now. Go
Not
and
for
see
long.
No, no, not for long.
Okay, yeah, it is in place. So,
but yeah, just last night, yesterday evening, seemingly TikTok went down. By this morning, it was
Not
back.
Seemingly, it did.
Yeah,
Cap
that's
cut,
true.
Marvel Snap. TikTok.
Yeah, that was kind of like the big thing where people were like, "Uh-oh, this is going into Disney profits now." But I guess I know TikTok's back, but I guess all those other apps are probably back at this point as well.
Yeah.
I would assume.
I'm sure.
But yeah, there's a bunch of people that were like saluting the end of TikTok. It was a tweet from Amber and then someone that I had met at a RTX like a decade plus ago. Same tweet back to back of just like saluting the end of TikTok, which I found very funny. But it's back. Seemingly executive order is going to be written to extend it after Trump gets into office. To be continued in terms of what happens.
Insanity.
I mean, the Supreme Court upheld it. Like, what a...
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Oh, wait. Well, they'll get paid off to overturn it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
so best and worst. Oh, yes. So, yeah, before we end the cast. So, best and worst of 2024, 2 weeks from now. Which I believe was February 2nd was the date.
Yep.
Yes. February 2nd will be the best and worst of 2024. Mark it.
I'm trying to remember what the fuck I did.
Oh,
Start
dude.
downloading stuff.
I listen to so much music. I watch so many movies.
Not that.
Yeah, I don't.
TV shows. I play so many
Did
games.
I see 5 movies this year?
What?
I don't know.
That's crazy. Mike, I saw 5 movies this weekend.
I don't
know.
Mufasa.
Hold on.
I think I saw 5 movies Saturday.
I don't know.
I don't know if I can say I've seen 3.
What are y'all doing?
Like we got Sonic.
Nosferatu.
That was this. That's 2025, man. You saw it in.
No,
I thought
it came out in 2024.
Okay.
Yeah. Nosferatu.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's
Deadpool,
2.
Wolverine.
Beetlejuice.
I didn't see it.
Beetlejuice. There's my 3.
All right. Yeah, I got him.
I might be.
Nice swim. Oh my god.
I might be
It was
less
such a
than
bad
Ralph.
movie.
I might be less than Ralph. It might have been those two.
That's impossible, Mike.
Those two.
You can't. I refuse to believe, Mike. Argyle?
No. It's nerd stuff, man. That's like the only stuff I'd probably go and see.
What? Lisa Frankenstein?
Well,
It's okay. I see what they're going for.
Yeah, okay.
might
I'm
be-
just going through potential movies. Madam Web?
I gotta watch.
No.
Madam Web.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch Craven and Madam Web! Oh my god! They're both on Plex, by the way.
I gotta watch Craven the Hunter.
Borderlands.
Oh yeah, Borderlands! We saw Borderlands!
4.
I just remembered I gotta watch Joker.
No, you don't.
I haven't watched Joker yet.
Hey,
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I haven't watched Joker yet.
No, you don't.
That movie.
Yo, can I hit 5?
Bad.
Did I see 5? Fam, there's no way I saw 5.
No, it's Joker. Kung Fu Panda 4?
I'm gonna just burn through
Nope.
Madam Web and Crave. I'll probably just set up a TV and a computer side by and just play them both at the same time. Who cares?
Oh, I gotta watch the American Society of Magical Negroes.
Shut every day.
Ghostbusters?
Just the disdain you had for that particular movie.
Yeah, I knew what it was. Because it's disappointment, because everybody wanted, magical black people saving the day, but it's this romance thing where they get their powers by being placated to white people or complicit to white people. It's terrible. Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters?
Nope.
Late Night with the Devil?
Nope. I'm going through the list right now, man. I'm
Godzilla Kong?
3.
Godzilla Kong.
3.
Oh my God.
Both
I hit my
had
5.
that realization at the exact same.
I hit
We
that
got
5.
him.
I made it to 5, man. I did not think I'd get here.
I've made we flipped lists, man. I'm at 3.
Abigail?
Nope.
I did not think I'd hit this. My God.
Challengers?
Nope.
Boy Kills World?
Nope. I'm in August.
The Fall Guy?
No.
I Saw the TV Glow?
Nope.
Planet of the Apes?
Nope. Oh, I didn't see it in theaters, but Transformers 1.
No. No, it's a Medea.
6.
Is that Jamie Foxx?
6. Transformers 1. Saw that. I'm at 6.
Transformers 1.
God, Godzilla Kong did come out last year. That's crazy shit.
Not another Tyler Perry was what it was supposed to be.
When we get off the cast, can we watch the trailer for that?
Absolutely. Sir.
Yeah, I think I'm at 4.
Sonic 7. I'm at 7.
I'm counting Sonic already. That's already counted.
Furiosa? Mad Max?
No, I did want to see that though.
I need to see Gladiator 2. I need to watch that.
Gladiator.
But I'm at 7.
Yeah, I just went through the whole list. I'm at 4.
7.
Bad Boys. The Watchers? The Watchers was good. Inside Out 2?
Nope.
Oh, Dune. Dune. I'm at 8. Dune 2.
What are you doing, Mike? He's killing. Quiet
Games,
Place
man.
Day
I
One.
play games. That's all I fucking
Quiet
do.
Place Day One. A Quiet Place Day One.
He said he went through the whole list already.
He may have skimmed over it.
I
Quiet
don't.
Place Day One.
No, I don't like
horror.
horror.
It's not even horror. You cock.
Wait, did I say Beetlejuice? I did say Beetlejuice. Yes, I did.
Yep.
Yes, I did.
Yep.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah, I played games. That's all I did. I played games and streamed. Godzilla's -1 was 2023. It came out the year before.
Yep.
Crazy. Crazy.
Unknown has 3.
What are y'all doing?
8 movies. Hey, I'll take that. I will take that. I did not think I had seen 8 movies this year, but I did.
I watched 2 AI movies yesterday, and I was so mad about them that I put on one I liked in Megan.
I have to have a reason to watch a movie.
Crazy bars.
There's too many things I want to do.
Same.
Everybody has too many things they want to do. One of the
And
ones I
movies
wanna
rank-
do is-
Movies rank low. I got to have an interest. I can't just go and see a movie.
I will legitimately scroll through 24 Plex, go, hey, this looks good or this looks bad, and hit play.
That's the thing though. Like with the Plex, I'll probably, as long as like we have some stuff, I'll probably look at some more stuff. But going to a movie,
Yeah.
that's different. I have to
Yeah,
like
no.
really want to actually see the movie now at this point to go see
Yeah,
it.
those
just
days
'cause-
are dead for me. I used to
Yeah.
love going to movies, but they price me out and then it's just not.
Yeah, exactly.
The experience isn't worth it.
We need like an alert system for when you add something to the Plex server, so we just know what's there.
Oh yeah, because I only put in our brothers group
Uh-huh.
chat. I'll go, hey, Craven on Plex.
Yeah.
Somebody asked for Wicked. I went Wicked on Plex.
Yeah, you know, I'm making a chat here in T200 chats for Plex announcements.
Oh, we're crazy.
Okay, it's there. And so
All
now
right.
you have a new one.
There you go. All right.
With that, I don't got anything else. So do we
Oh,
have? Oh,
Drake is a puss for those
Yeah, we know.
for that lawsuit. It's crazy.
Oh, dude.
who's he
So bad.
suing?
He's suing UMG.
Who isn't he?
Not even Kendrick Lamar. He's suing UMG for the spread of Not Like Us because it hurt him, it defamed him, calling him a pedophile.
Isn't
he's
he
saying
apparently
that they
throwing?
view.
Isn't he apparently throwing shit at LeBron now too?
Yep.
Oh yeah, because LeBron went to Kendrick Lamar's pop out, which was a concert dedicated basically to knowing Drake, and he was seen dancing to a bunch of songs and stuff. And Drake thought they were like the bestest of buddies, so he's
Like brothers,
"Oh,
yeah.
you cheated on your wife, and I provided the women for it. How could you go against me?" And all this extra stuff. Boy, it's all bad. But what it really hurts is, so some of the claims in the lawsuit are that UMG knowingly put this song out, knowing that it had defamatory statements in it, like the pedophile stuff. But because of that, if it goes through and it wins, then that means record labels are going to have to start looking at the music that artists put out, and you're going to get a lot more milquetoast songs because anything that can be seen as defamatory towards a person or a group, it's just
And
like,
that means
hey,
no more diss tracks.
yeah, and diss tracks as a whole probably go away unless you can come up to the label and go, here's 100% unmitigated proof of what I'm saying in this song about this person.
And that is when Eminem retires for good.
And then the other part of that is he said that UMG didn't claim the song Not Like Us, so reactors were able to make more money. And because didn't get claimed, they were more incentivized to react to the song, which would hurt reactors because then if it wins, they're just going to claim every song, no exceptions. I don't care what happens. So they're gonna lose money. So Drake might screw over the music industry or at least the hip hop version of it, and reactors because he doesn't want Not Like Us played at the Super Bowl.
If that song plays at the Super Bowl,
it's getting played at the Super Bowl.
We don't know that. We don't. If that song plays at the Super Bowl, bro,
he wants it not to happen.
Lamar will officially have earned the title of the greatest supervillain in music history.
1,000,000,000%. You can't do bigger than performing a song of calling your rival a pedophile and everyone dancing to it to 200 million people watching.
And
you
the
can't
fact that
win.
That would mean Jay-Z had to have greenlit it too, so that's even worse.
Yeah. Drake was hurt. Drake feels like a lot of these industry people are friends when they're more acquaintances. Like there are going to be friends in it, but just because I'm your friend doesn't mean I am 100% like, because LeBron is also friends with Kendrick Lamar. Like he was texting Kendrick when Kendrick was unknown. So it's not even like, hey, I'm your friend, so I can't be his friend. It's high schoolers.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if he called you a pedo. The song is hype.
We all know that Drake is a fucking loser.
He's a loser. FD Signifier put out a video of just like if Drake is your favorite rapper, and it basically was just like Drake is what and he hated saying the phrase, what every beta male wants to be. He's a little wimpy guy that wants to act like an alpha when he's not. But because of his music and his standing, he has that respect, he has that money, he has women. He can do everything an alpha does, but his personality is not that. And Drake's ego is ridiculous. I am enthralled in this beat. I can't wait for the Super Bowl.
If it happens,
it's gonna be the greatest thing of all time.
Now,
it's gonna go down as a top 3 Super Bowl performance.
So if he's not allowed to, if he's told, okay, you can't do Not Like Us,
I tell you exactly what he should do if he's not allowed to do it.
Let's hear it.
he should play the instrumental and let the audience sing it.
Yes! 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 Dude, I think that actually might be the most evil way he could go about it.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to play the song. I'm going to play the instrumental, and
He
the
just
audience is going to
sits
sing
on the
the whole
stage, holds the mic up, and just lets it play. He would do it too. He's that kind of fucking gremlin.
Dude, if he plays Meet the Grams,
yes,
he can't play Meet the Grams. It's too diabolical. It's too evil.
So my perspective on this, my hope is that he starts playing the intro to Meet the Grams, and then it spins into Not Like Us, just to make 100% efficiency of character death. Because there ain't no coming back from that. Nothing. You retire and you go away.
We'll see. We got like 3 weeks until it.
It's okay. I mean, that's the only reason you got to watch it now, because the Lions are taking the fucking
Hey, all
nap
right,
at this
cool. Let's wrap up, Mike.
Lions get to heal those wounds to next year.
Yep,
BG, I thought of the same joke, but I kept it here.
Yeah. I thank you.
I got you.
Let's wrap it up.
This podcast brought to you by the Detroit Lions sick bay.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Fact
Not
man,
hurt your team.
what you
50
got?
facts about Detroit.
The Lions, they
You
lost.
do this. I'm not even giving a number.
It was more about Detroit become human.
Okay, we'll accept that.
I'll do 3 because I believe
say
that was their
50?
third. Was that their third loss?
Yep. Third
Yep.
loss on
And
the
number
year.
3.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah. Okay.
What was the max?
I'm gonna get all of y'all.
The 13, because that was the max. That was when they went 0-13 that one season, right? So 13.
Oh, it's 16.
16 then.
I'm
3,
not counting out the numbers.
16, 23, 3, 16, 23.
You guys can pick 0 as well, because that's the number of
3,
times they've made it to the Super
16.
Bowl.
23.
It's not a number on the list, but it is
3, 16.
You said 23?
23.
23.
Babe, you got it.
In Detroit, there's a company called Extreme Kidnapping. We're paying $500 to $1,500 will get you tied up, hit with a stun gun, and kidnapped for fun.
You know what that's for? That's for those thrill seekers that have always been like, oh my god, I wonder what it would be like to be kidnapped. That would be. But then, at the same time, you could just say I'm part of the company while you're doing a kidnapping. I don't understand the people.
I know I'm evil when I first thought immediately, that'd be a great prank.
Now, that is not a great prank in Detroit. The person has to know that eventually this is coming, because they will pull out the blinkety on people. And there will be dead employees, unfortunately. It will be a tragedy.
That sounds like such a good
Found an
prank.
ABC News article about it. Okay, it's real.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, you thought it didn't happen?
I just wanted to, I don't know if they're still around because this is dated 2013. But
Yeah, I found same thing. But
Dude,
I mean, it'd be good. I was gonna say it'd be good to be like, oh, I can't come into work today. I'm kidnapped, but
you gotta
would
pay 500 bucks to do it.
I would 100% do that to certain people just for fun.
4 hours for the 1,000, you get the all day.
But if you double the cost,
You're probably getting taunted and such.
That seems like some femdom stuff.
Yeah,
dude.
that's it. It's like the extreme version of, hey, this is getting my rocks off. I am extremely turned on.
I would 100% do
getting-
that to certain people.
oh, they
Some
expanded to
people-
Vegas.
Beautiful.
There's
I'm glad the business is doing well.
there's a
because
Yelp
they
listing for
want-
Vegas.
The proprietor of it goes, some people come to us because they want to lose control.
Yep.
Oh, it's a kink thing. It is
Yeah.
100% a kink thing.
It's always gonna be a kink thing. That was. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
It didn't have to be that.
What else could it be? You're paying $50, $500. Sorry, you're paying $500 to get kidnapped.
Or 1,000
It-
for the whole day. Don't forget.
At minimum, $500 to get kidnapped for a few hours.
BG, DA, either of you. If that happened, how would y'all even react?
I'd have to know.
You might not. What if you guys? What if your family did that to you?
What the?
Yeah, you gotta swing.
Yeah,
Dude, I highly doubt they would pick you would say a time and place. Otherwise, it's not a
that's
kidnapping.
part of the thrill. You just be like, all right, I'm available all this week. Just come grab me.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
And but they would have to be like, it would have to be in a place where, like, you go to Walmart, you putting your eggs up, they just grab you, putting you in a van. People are gonna look around and be like, hey, yo, he just got kidnapped, and they're gonna call the police.
That's the thing. I want to know the relationship between this business and the police. Because they have to have, like, okay, we're going to be in this van, license plate this number.
Yeah.
If someone calls, they're paying for it, it's fine.
But then you could just use that information and actually kidnap somebody.
Yeah.
And then you're like, nope, it's part of the game. License plate XXX. XXX.
But at the same time, with the egg analogy, it could be, hey, they left our house. We know they're going to go get egg. Let's go into the house. Wait for them to put up all their groceries and then kidnap them there.
But if you're being kidnapped, at a certain point, in your mind, you have to be like, but what if this isn't the thing that I paid for?
I'm just
actually
literally these discussions we're having right now. Someone was in a boardroom in an office being like, so how do we figure this out? Like a whiteboard with a dry erase marker.
I wonder if there's a YouTube video for it.
Oh man.
I just don't understand. You don't get anything out of that.
Yeah, okay, there's news thing.
Oh no,
that's real. It's a no-risk thrill.
Detroit business, there it is.
Oh man.
Could you link that?
Yes.
Where'd it go? There it is.
A GQ reporter who tested the experience
10 years ago.
He was forced to listen to Eurythmics' Sweet Dreams 20 times in a row. His hands cuffed, ankles, thighs, chest duct taped to a chair, and he was shot with a stun gun and hit with floodlights.
That's just torture.
And some people are into that.
Oh no, the police were not informed.
Can you imagine that? They're like,
No.
What?
No, that's easy bars.
What?
That's not a one.
What?
No, they're holding a gun up.
Click the link and then chat.
In 8 seconds, the crew jumps out of their van, blindfolding at gunpoint, throwing the individual into a van once restrained, and then driven to a secret location where they torture for the amount of time paid for.
Ooh.
Where did you drop it? Where did you drop it?
It's in chat.
Which chat?
Okay. He is the audience for this. It just feels like it.
But at the end of this, do you just firm handshakes, thanks for the experience?
Yes.
Or
they drop you off where they picked you up?
I'm just imagining, though, with the police stuff, they're like, ma'am, it's like, we're here to save you. No, I paid for this. No. As she's handcuffed to a chair, blindfolded with floodlights on her. Like, nuts. Absolutely nuts. No broken finger, 0 star. Gunhead safety on, 0 stars. Insanity.
They got it from a movie.
Well then.
Oh, okay, police ain't feeling it.
All right. With that, we will call this podcast. Oh no.
Oh, they do couples too?
Kidnapping people in vans.
They take couples and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Gee.
Nah.
It's
Nah. Dude.
I'm skimming through this right now.
Would I pay to do it to somebody for fun? Yes. If somebody did it to me, would they die? Yes.
Wait.
No.
I just saw the like tagline of witness to fake kidnapping. Oh my. Guys, I don't, considering we haven't found anything from 10 years ago, I don't know if it was a sustainable business model. I'm just going to throw a guess out there.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
But
you might get
the pandemic hit them real hard. There just wasn't people outside to kidnap. Oh my God. So with that,
yeah, that's crazy.
we'll call this podcast a close. Still need to figure out what the next game I'm playing is. I don't know. We finished Sonic Frontiers. So if anybody has any suggestions, leave them in the Discord.
Start playing through all the Assassin's Creed games, Mike.
That was something I wanted to start playing through. I don't remember what it was.
The remaster of Tales of Graces just came out.
RPG. See
bought it.
I have a problem with playing those kind of RPGs because you know how I play games. I'd be on it for the next 3 years on stream.
Did you?
And that's grinding.
Have you watched and or played Mouthwashing?
No, I think I know of it though.
Is
Play
it
Mouthwashing.
horror? Is it horror?
There are a couple of jump scares.
There you go.
It's only a couple though. He played through Resident Evil 7.
Dead.
He played through Resident Evil 7. It's more aesthetics than anything. It's more the
Vibes.
Yeah.
It might be one I want to
more about the
save
story.
for Halloween though.
Yeah. Definitely put it on a lot. Mouthwashing is fantastic.
Oh wait! I have seen some stuff for it before. Yeah, I want to say nothing like long form. Just I've seen this game before.
I've heard it's going to go in completely.
Yeah, you can't know what's happening here.
Yeah, yeah. I'd save that for Halloween because at this point I'm just playing through unless something new comes out. I'm playing through old Silent Hills and old Resident Evils. That's my Halloween catalog at the moment. I could just actually start that. Just start replaying through some of the classic Resident Evils and Silent Hills, actually.
Yeah.
You know what?
What have you played so far?
Nothing. Well, Silent Hill 1.
Oh, wow.
So I might just go through the original Resident Evil 3 games. Original Resident Evil games. Because then, it's from there, I've never played Zero. I've seen Zero played. But
it's rough.
I know it's a rough game, but I watched my friend play it in middle school, and he bought a used memory card from GameStop, and it had a save with the Infinite Magnum on it.
Unbelievable.
But he was still scared. He was still scared. Yeah, and he had a delete button on everything. But I want to play that, and then I've never played, but again, I've seen most of it played, the remake of RE1. Which is, most people still consider to this day the best remake of all time. So
because it was a completely faithful remake while also adding some new things, as opposed to something like Resident Evil 2, which is more of a reimagining.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think I'll start trudging through the RE games.
There you go. We just worked it out.
Yep. Gives me an excuse to use the emulator where I can hear that intro, the PlayStation intro. Yeah.
They had it for the PS5 for a little while.
That is true. I guess, actually, I'm just going to leave that for next cast. Just a question for dumb little things. But, so.
We're 2 hours in.
Yeah, so yeah, playing the Resident Evil games, group stream, I'll actually send out a message just to kind of figure out what we would want to do. It's been a little bit since we played Mario Party. I haven't been pissed off at the Comp Bros in a little bit, so we might want to play that. And we played Jamboree once. So try that or other things. We shall find out. But thank you, everybody, for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We should see you. I'm not making promises.
We'll fucking see.
We should see you next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.